Hello. I've spoken at numerous budget hearings in the past on the topic of the jail, but also on the topic of the Day Resource Center and other positive harm reduction efforts that the county's now succeeded in participating in. So I want to contrast those two things because, we opened that thing on Monday. And it's been a 5-year trip to get there, but thank you to everyone, Lynn Green, County Executive, Heidi, everyone else that's supported that, because this is a jail diversion program, among other things. This is a harm reduction program. This is going to save lives. This is going to enhance the quality of life in our city for every person. Because I get up in the morning and I feel pretty crappy about knowing that I'm going to see people who just slept on the street again. And we don't treat it like the emergency that it is. We have emergency management, but it only defines it for people that are in good circumstances yesterday and had something bad happen short term. We've got long-term emergency for these kind of people. And a lot of those people do end up in the jail. So I look at this current proposal as the kind of the antithesis of harm reduction. Even if we improve the programming, it will maybe mitigate some of the harm reduction. But it's an unbelievable expensive expenditure. It reminds me of our defense budget. It reminds me of Foxconn, and it reminds me of any of these other unworkable money down a rat hole approaches to non-problem solving. It looks like it's solving the problem, but we're defining the problem pretty wrong, and we're not getting to result. And this county, of any place in the world, should recognize that the results we're getting are the worst in the country. The worst county in the country consistently on matters related to this jail, to the justice system, to the police, and the sheriff's department. And everyone feels like they're just doing their job, as the gentleman earlier testified. But that's the nature of a system that's designed wrong, is that people can be in good conscience participating in something that ultimately is horrible, ultimately is human rights violating, and every day in all kinds of ways. And we need to not do that, okay? I want you to think about using our dollars correctly. There's a simple rule that I try to apply to my life, and it would apply to county government as well. In any moment, are you adding to goodness and kindness in the world, or are you not? And when you practice that in real time, you don't end up with this kind of idea. You end up with something way better. Now, I've pushed on the idea of closing the cells upstairs here, the units upstairs here that are horrible violations of the safety code and the building code and everything else. Unfortunately, the DOC, the state, has given us a pass. All you nice, respectable folks get to consider the emergency upstairs optional. Now, no one's died yet that we know of from a failure of those doors that don't work or for a horrible episode. It hasn't happened yet, but it could happen tonight. It could happen tomorrow. Any other institutional occupancy, I will tell you as an architect, if there was a violation of that sort that went on for 24 hours in a hospital or another facility that's under a high occupancy, it would be closed. And everyone there would be moved to safe quarters somewhere else. So the fact that we've just allowed this place to sit up here and fester is to everyone's shame and everyone's discredit. And I know Dave Mahoney's spoken up about the need to do this, but, it's not enough to just say it. Yes, you have to do it. He should have shut the jail down, these units, up years ago and said, we're not going to operate them until they actually meet code, until they actually do not risk the lives and the health of the people in there. That seems pretty basic to me. If we did that to anyone else in this
you have 1 minute.
County, if we did that to anyone else as a citizen of this county, we'd be in big trouble. We'd be in court. We'd be sued 6 ways to Sunday. And I don't know why we're not for this, because this is horrible, bad violations every day. When you have a zoning violation or other things, and you're not the government, you get a fine of so many $1,000s a day. For instance, when Occupy Madison went on Portage Road, Matt Tucker had to go and threaten $2,000 a day fines for breaking the zoning rules by providing some people a place to sleep. And eventually, a principled person who let us do that mostly won that argument. But that's the way our government works. We have lots of rules that allow us to do horrible things in the name of good public policy. But it's not good public policy when it does harm. So we need to change that.
Your time's up.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.